बाप ने आकर के अच्छी तरह से समझाया है कि 84 का चक्कर है, और बच्चों को कहते हैं जज करो, ठीक है ना बच्चे, क्योंकि 84 का चक्कर है। तो मालूम पड़ माँ बाप की लड़ाई अभी अभी हुई थी, जाते तो टाइम नहीं लगा हुआ है। ये मुसलों की लड़ाई छोटे बच्चों को अभी मालूम पड़ा, मुसलों की लड़ाई बराबर 5-5 हजार वर्ष होने की है। तो अगर कोई कहे राम राज्य हाथ में कहे तो पता नहीं क्या हो जाए मनुष्य को। 5,000 लाख कितना 2-4-5 लाख अगर बतावे ड्रामा की, वो भी तो बहुत इम्पॉसिबल है। तो दिन प्रतिदिन तुम बच्चों को एक तो बात समझाते रहते हैं कि थोड़ी सी बात तो मांगते हो मेरे से कि पतित पावन आके हमको पावन बनाओ, पावन बनाओ, फिर कहाँ ले जाओ पावन दुनिया में। और पावन दुनिया तो बच्चे जानते हैं कि 2 है, एक मुक्ति धाम, एक यहाँ नहीं दुनिया, उसको पावन कहेंगे। वो तो रहते ही हम आत्माएं वहां पावन दुनिया में। ये तो देखो हम कहते ऐसे जैसे कि हम बहुत हवा होकर के आए हैं, हम अच्छी तरह से अपना परिचय दे सकते हैं। और जब बच्चे समझाते सबको कि एक भाई है शांति धाम आत्माओं के रहने का, उसी शांति धाम में कहेंगे निर्वाण धाम को, वान परस धाम को, ये तो कॉमन बात है एकदम। अच्छा वो धाम तो सबका ही है, सभी आत्माओं की। अच्छा फिर है सत्युग सुखधाम, तो सभी मानेंगे कि नई दुनिया सुखधाम है। फिर वो पुरानी दुनिया होती है सत्योपाधान सत्यो रजोतम। और कहते भी है, समझाया है, बच्चे भी समझाते हैं कि बरोबर में खाद पड़ती है, सिल्वर कॉपर और आयरन, ये खाद भी वही पड़ती है और कोई मेटल नहीं पड़ती है उनमें। तो बरोबर अभी कला युग है, आयरन एज है, तो जो आत्मा है खाद पड़ने से तमो प्रधान हो गया। सोने को भी ऐसे ही कहेंगे, तमो प्रधान खाद पड़ गई, निर्मय का हो गया, तो सोने को क्या कहेंगे तमो प्रधान। और 24 कैरेट पक्का सोना होगा तो उसको सतो प्रधान कहेंगे। अंग्रेजी में कहा जाता है गोल्डन एजेज, फिर कापर एजेज। तो एक रखा ही है न समय के बराबर गोल्डन एज, सिल्वर एज, कापर एज, आयरन एज, पुनर्जन्म ऐसे होते हैं। ठीक है नहीं? अभी समझते सुनते तो ये बाप जानते हैं कि सभी बच्चे सुनते हैं, सुनेंगे जरूर, कोई एक तुम नहीं सुनते हैं, सभी बच्चे सुनते होंगे। अभी समझो जिसको लाखों हैं बच्चे चेले लोग, अभी जब तक वो गुरु की अगर शिक्षा मिलने की है तो वो तो गुरु को तो शिक्षा देनी है। अभी जो पढ़ाई है ना, ये पढ़ाई फिर सभी उनको बच्चों को मिलनी चाहिए जो अगर पढ़ाते हैं शिक्षक है तो। क्योंकि नॉलेज बिगस, नॉलेज को कहा जाता है सोर्स ऑफ इनकम। ठीक है नहीं? अभी ये जो है, ये जो शास्त्र वगैरह है, ये तो अल्पकाल क्षण भंगुर सो, तो ये साधु संत सन्यासी ये तो कमाते ही है, बरोबर सुनाते हैं बहुतों को और उनके चेहरे बनते हैं और वो पैसा उनको देते हैं, तो भी सोर्स ऑफ इनकम हो गई है ना बच्ची। परंतु उनमें उनको कोई फायदा तो होता नहीं है। हाँ थोड़ा दान पुण्य करेगा ऐसे को तो चलो काल से न भांगो सुख। कोई ऐसे तो नहीं है कि आयुष्मान भव, एक स्त्री के लिए धनवान भव, पुत्रवान भव, आयुष्मान भव माना ही पौत्रवान भव है, धनवान भव, आयुष्मान भव, संपत्तिवान भव। अभी वो तो होती है एक ही जन्म में, अभी तो बच्चों को मालूम है।
प्रकाश कुंड की वो ज्वाला जिसने हर एक ज्योति जगाई, प्रकाश कुंड की वो ज्वाला जिसने हर एक ज्योति जगाई, उनको देखते ही सबने फिर से आत्म रोशनी पाई। उसकी वाणी सुन के मानव देव समान।
मुझे जैसे कि मेरे बच्चे होते थे, भगवानी बाप दादा का दिलोजान से गर्लफ्रेंड के याद प्रारंभ गुड नाइट। भगवानी बच्चों पे भगवानी बाप की नमस्ते।
Om Shanti. Do this service of giving sakaash through your powerful mind, concentrating your mind and intellect. Just as a whole tree is merged in a seed, in the same way, let the expansion of your whole tree be merged in your seed of thoughts, for only then will your upheaval of thoughts finish. Nowadays, all forms of upheaval are increasing in the world. Upheaval in politics, upheaval in the value of things, upheaval in currency, upheaval in the suffering of karma, and upheaval in religions. In order to save yourself and everyone from that upheaval, practice concentrating your mind and intellect, and also continue to do the service of giving sakaash. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 29. Do the service of giving sakaash through your powerful mind. Today's topic: concentrating your mind and intellect. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Baba knows when he tells us not only what will happen, but what is happening. So, world news from everywhere, but we have to remain unshakable. Whatever, as much as necessary, have the information, but not go more in details. Because even if we are not aware, very subtly, mind gets disturbed. Little bit fear comes, worries could start. Baba has explained us how to live our life in a very simple way, not depend on anything. As simple we will live. Then there is, whether it is the cost of food increases or cost of transport, everything will change. New political situations, Lot of things, as you all are aware, are happening. But Baba's children have to remain unshakable. What is the method for that? Keep your mind focused on Baba. Our concentration is not just on a book or a subject or no. It's with Baba. Man mana bhav is stabilize your mind in me. So Baba had been giving us practices, right? And it is through the practice that we can maintain that stage. So Baba is saying, just as a whole tree is merged in the seed, in the same way, let the expansion of your whole tree be merged in your seed of thoughts. Keep here, even if you are hearing, keep merging it. For only then all your upheavals of thoughts will finish. Nowadays, all forms of upheavals are increasing in the world. Name it, right? Everything. Upheaval in politics, upheaval in the value of things. People are scared because cost of living will increase. Everything will be expensive. Upheaval in currency. A lot of people keep calling, this will happen, right? Upheaval in the suffering or settling of karmic accounts. Upheaval in religions in order to have yourself and everyone, in order to save yourself and everyone from that upheaval, practice concentrating your mind and intellect, and also continue to do the service of sakaash, that is helping others. So whenever anything you hear, whether in political, whether it is currency, whether there are two things, of course, we have to be stable, live the life based on Baba's Shrimad. So this question of what will happen, how will it happen, this might happen, that might happen, all these wasteful thoughts will not come. Because with this concentration of mind and intellect and stability will keep us powerful, strong. So then whatever will happen, it's not only that mind will be stable, but our life also will be okay. We saw at the time of COVID, couldn't go out to buy anything, or still we were able to have Brahma Bhojan, right? lot of good things happened at that time. Many Baba's children, they had to work from home. So they said, oh, we come in Peace Village, work from there, and we can do some seva also. So Baba's children, Baba's yagya, family, not only survived, but I think they benefited in many different ways. We have to follow Baba's direction properly and keep aim in the life, so the path will be visible. What should I do? What I need to do? And it's so interesting that what Baba is saying is exactly what is happening now. And the point from the Murli might be few years ago. But how appropriately whatever is happening, Baba described it. It could be this, it could be that. So for us is nothing new, right? Baba is telling us, Baba has told us in advance. Right? But when it is good times, we don't remember. But it is at the good times we have to remember, so that we look at our life, how we are living, how we should live, so that we are not affected by anything. Rather, we remain very stable. No inner disturbance, no doubts, no wasteful thinking. Okay, so be stable and safe. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Sister Mohini. Om Shanti, Avyakti Parivar.
Om Shanti.
Sister Mohini, you've been talking about the state of particularly this part of the world, particularly this country. And people are extremely afraid. Now, you said that those of us who are Brahmins, we need to keep our stage firm. We need to keep it stable and unshakable. We need to recognize that Baba has said these things in the past, and they are coming right in front of our eyes now, coming to pass. I was also thinking that something similar may have happened when there was this partition between India and Pakistan. But at that time, I mean, it was fear at a completely different level. Brahma Baba was there, and he was like holding all the children together so that they could remain stable and they could remain unshakable, and they could come through uninfluenced by what was going on. Now that we're beginning to see things are heating up, do you think there should be, now that there are no daddies, except for one, do you think there should be a group of seniors, and nowadays everybody's called a senior. I don't know who is a senior anymore. But these, as you would call them, Didis, who could maybe create a kind of a core group of holders of the yoga power, so that they could help Brahmins to stay stable and unshakable, and that would be their only job, that they would stay in that yoga not travel, not go anywhere, just stay in one place and hold the yoga power for all the Brahmins who are going to be affected by what's going on right now?
I think we can start both ways, like from the top and from the grassroots, that every center's coordinator should hold that space and hold the family. And then, of course, it should be also from above. But it has to be not at one place, it has to be all over the world, because it's not only in this country, but everything is being affected. Like people were planning to come for regional retreat, but embassies are closing, visas they're not getting. So they kind of so used to, they love to come to USA, they love to come to New York, and always used to go through. But that might not be happening. So I think that we have to all over, as Baba gave the practice, we practice and also hold that energy so that nobody is afraid. Or I remember who was mentioning, it was which country, there was news, no, that the brothers and everyone is at
Myanmar,
night. So
Burma.
brothers, they all are at retreat place. They cannot go out because then they can be either shot or recruited in military. So conditions, whatever conditions are there, wherever it is. Now actually, when we are in Madhuban during NCCCs, maybe there should be this topic about that how the coordinator's role is not only to coordinate activities of center and like lot time really goes into, but how to have that tapasvi stage where they can hold the whole family in countries at the centers. And so I feel that will be very, very important.
And that's, yeah, I agree. They should refocus on what really matters now. Is it coordination of service, or is it coordination of the tapasya stage through which others could be served? But that's one thing. And we stay at the centers and we do the sakaash and we protect ourselves from what's happening out there. But when you go out there, like I was on Roosevelt Avenue on Monday, and I was in a store, a shop, and they were playing a monitor. And when I look up, because I don't look at the news, and when I look up, I was seeing all these people being put on handcuffed actually, and being put on a plane and being sent back. And as I looked around, the people around me standing, their faces were so much, it's a combination of fear, it's a combination of pain, it's a combination of hopelessness and disheartenment. So I wasn't looking at the monitor, I was looking at these people around me, and I'm saying, well, how can I serve them? One is serving the Brahmins so that they could keep their stages stable and unshakable. But how does sakaash work in the actual place of the crisis, not from the center out, but when you're in the subway or when you're in these places of conflict? How does it work? I mean, I know how it works. We could be in Baba's remembrance, but are we able to touch them when they are in such darkness of the pain, of the grief?
So if we are in that stage, and somewhere when people look at whosoever is Baba's yogi child, that face will kind of, they will recollect and say, there was this peaceful person, there was this loving person, or this was compassionate person, you know. So I think that it should touch the hearts of many. May not be instantly we see that, but definitely it can. You know, like 1 or 2 countries, people call me that now they can't get to come to meeting here because embassy is closed or whatever reason. So I think that I know that Baba always, you know, Jagdishbhai used to tell us there will be a day where language, color, religion, all will make divisions and divisions and divisions. And lot of things will happen based on that. So I think that as the souls are becoming vices, tamopradhan, all this suffering, different kinds of sufferings will happen. Even we say that, okay, there is one person who is causing it, but basically it is the sufferings, as Baba said, of settling karmic accounts, and everyone will be sent back to their own country. And so I definitely feel that our stage, our face, our, you know, fearless in faith, with hope, with light, I think will radiate those rays, you know, rays of sakaash for others.
But the question is, you know you're doing that, but the thickness of the cloud is so much in people. Is the Sakash able to shine through those clouds? Are they able to receive it? Because whether you're sent back to your country or not, to me, what is important for Brahmins to do is to uphold people's dignity, to uphold that spark of soul consciousness in them.
Mm.
And so that no matter what is going on, something, that spark is not lost from them. Because
Yeah.
right now they're being treated as though they have no dignity, they have no souls.
Mm.
Because the soul's light is being so totally extinguished, that people are beginning to feel that they're not worthy, and this is what they're worth. So one is settling the karmic account collectively, but the other, and being sent back to wherever you were born in this birth. But the point here is, how do we as Brahmins uphold that spark within them so all is not lost when there's this thick cloud of whatever, I call it a thick cloud, that they are consumed by? How do we kind of make sure that it is going and it's touching them? In other words, is it an experiment when I go and I'm face to face with these people? I practice it there and then, because sitting at home and doing the sakaash, who are you sending it to? You know, you're not face to face with these people. You don't really see their pain. But when you're face to face with them and you see their pain, then you begin to say, oh, how does this sakaash work? How does it penetrate this thick darkness of what they're consumed by?
Yeah. So that's what you are suggesting now, that maintain it so that we can help others. No? Maintain this, whether you are doing wherever you are. Some are at home, some are at work, some are in subway, wherever, different places. But that is why Baba even a Vyakti signal concentration of mind and intellect, that is to be with Baba. So these practices will help us to maintain that stage and then help also others, you know. So that is why whole month was about sakaash, and now is more on concentration, that upheaval shouldn't affect the mind and intellect, which is, we have to help those who are able to maintain that calmness. And so our duty is actually then to, by listening to them or comforting them or speaking to them, whatever way we can do it. Means sakaash is not only light. Sakaash could be through our words, right? Sakaash could be through our drishti.
But it is still light. I mean, the light has to come through the words, otherwise it's not sakaash. Or the light has to come through the vision, otherwise it's not sakaash. Two more aspects is Muni. Now that January is coming to an end, and sakaash is coming to an end, the practice, there's subtle abyak points. February is coming up. What do you think we should be? I don't know what the February points are, but what do you think we should be really deepening to step into this new way of serving? Because it's Shivratri in February. What is it that Baba would say to us? Okay, serve, but serve by deepening this particular thing in yourself.
So this February month is very interesting. It's saying that solitude, inner harmony, and concentration. These are three practices we're doing it, that, inner harmony, and then also solitude. That means in Hindi is ekant, going into the end of one, in the sense of be with one, and concentration. So these are three words for February. And I think they are very, very important, because to maintain our stability, to maintain our stage, these three qualities are very important, right? Inner harmony, solitude, and concentration is what we will be talking about. And so it's also in a way giving sakaash, but our own capacity, our own tapasya is with these three words.
Okay, so we'll see how they connect, because if you don't have the foundation of the sakaash, I don't think you could do those three words. It would be very difficult to be in solitude, because Brahmins are so noisy. How will they be in solitude? The other one is concentration. You do the drills and you'll see how much of the intellect and the mind is actually in harmony with Baba, and how much it is in wandering around. And so it would be very interesting. And I hope there are more guidance on how to do it, rather than this is what happens when you do it. And so that would be very interesting, because we do need to deepen the way we are in order to help people. Because we're helping Brahmins, but I'm not so sure we're helping a lot of other people out there. And this is what my realization is, that the Brahmins are helping each other, one another, but some of them just don't even know what's going on. So when people come in front of them, how do they help them if they don't know what's going on? So that was another element. But Sister Mohini, the final question I want to ask is, if I support an action, if I do an action that supports a policy or support a person or support a ticket that is today causing so much of sorrow for others, do I get the consequences of that sorrow as well? And if I do get the consequences of the sorrow that my action is causing to others because I support a certain position, will I be able to serve them?
What you meant to support?
Okay, if I, as an individual, supported a ticket, voted for a certain person, and the consequence is now that all these people are having sorrow, would that sorrow impact me?
Why are they having sorrow?
Because they're being sent back, because they're being sent back home, because they're losing their jobs because of all these things. So there's a deep fear and deep sorrow. But I supported that. In the sense, I voted for that.
Mhm.
So would that sorrow come back to me? And if it does
Yeah.
come back to me, will I be not capable of serving those people because I supported a position that caused it?
Yeah, suffering will be there, no? Definitely. Anything which is causing pain and sorrow, suffering, there is definitely, it comes back in the form of some suffering, some sorrow.
And
Yeah.
so, as a Brahmin, will I be able to serve those people if I'm getting part of their suffering?
Mm. Hmm. Yeah, I understand, but
Well, you don't
yeah.
have to answer it now, but something I am thinking of that even if for us to serve others, we have to make sure that our action, consciously or unconsciously, didn't cause the sorrow for them. Because if my action caused the sorrow for them, I won't be able to serve them. And I'm just thinking of that. I don't know if the logic is off or what is going on, but I'm thinking about that too. So that's why we have to be very careful with our actions and what we're supporting with our actions.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Mm.
Okay, Om Shanti.
I think you are asking questions, but maybe you should tell more methods, next time.
Well, I don't know if I should tell the methods. You should tell the methods because they will listen to you. They won't listen to me.
They will. Why not? It's only because you know more and you come in contact with more people. I am mostly contact with family here, PK family. So anyway, it's a good topic. We can discuss more when we are together, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
Susmani, thank you.
okay, Gayatri Ben. Okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. So, Avyakti Parivar, we would like to announce a date for our Avyakti Parivar retreat. So, save the date. It's going to be on July 3rd to 6th. So, July 3rd is Thursday, and that's the arrival date, and the departure date is Sunday, July 6th. So, save the date, and registration details we will announce later when time comes closer, but these are the dates, so you can save in your calendar. And Avyakti Parivar retreat is for those who are part of Avyakti Parivar and attending the sessions regularly, so you're welcome to join for this retreat. Okay, now tomorrow is Thursday and our schedule from 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then we will connect to Double Foreigners Madhuban online program at 8:30 a.m. and there will be interview with Sister Vedanti, closeness within variety of sanskars, and that will be tomorrow. And then in the evening, 5 to 6 p.m. English Sakar Murli, together with that in breakout room Avyakti Children Murli class. Then we'll follow by Hindi series. Then book offering. Anyone who would like to offer book, please do send your request. And then English series. And again, tomorrow, whole day bhatti will be on. Anyone who would like to join, you're welcome to join. Let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
प्रभु से मिला है जीवन, प्रभु को कर दे अर्पण। प्रभु से मिला है जीवन, प्रभु को कर दे अर्पण। सबका भला हम करते चले, सबका भला हम करते चले, हर्षित हो धरा गगन। बस उसका कहना माने, फिर सब कुछ वो ही जाने। बस उसका कहना माने, फिर सब कुछ वो ही जाने। प्रभु से मिला है जीवन, प्रभु को कर दे अर्पण। जहाँ जहाँ कदम पड़ते हैं, साथ साथ वो चलते हैं। कहीं कुछ गलत ना हो जाए, इशारे हमको करते हैं। जहाँ जहाँ कदम पड़ते हैं, साथ साथ वो चलते हैं। कहीं कुछ गलत ना हो जाए, इशारे हमको करते हैं। गर करते हैं अपनी मनमानी, गर करते हैं अपनी मनमानी। बढ़े फिर उलझन, बस उसका कहना माने, फिर सब कुछ वो ही जाने। प्रभु से मिला ये जीवन, प्रभु को कर दे अर्पण। शुभ भावना का कर मंथन, महकाए मन जैसे चंदन। सुखी रहे सब शांत रहे, कर्म करे ऐसे कुंदन। शुभ भावना का कर मंथन, महकाए मन जैसे चंदन। सुखी रहे सब शांत रहे, कर्म करे ऐसे कुंदन। घर पाना है मन की शांति, घर पाना है मन की शांति। तो करे प्रभु चिंतन, बस उसका कहना माने, फिर सब कुछ वो ही जाने, बस उसका कहना माने।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.